Okay, so I wanted to talk about the discriminant in the quadratic formula. So what the discriminant is, first of all, it is going to be the inside of this square root. So b squared minus 4ac, okay? If any of this confuses you, you should go back to the video that I just put up before this. Yeah, so this is going to be our discriminant. So why does this get its own name? Why is it so special, right? Why do we call it the discriminant? Well, b squared minus 4ac, that is going to equal the number that you are square rooting, right? You're square rooting this number. So if this number is negative, then you can't actually square root that, right? So you don't actually have, we don't have a factor. So let's give an example just to wrap our heads around that. Let's say we have 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, right? This is an equation, and you're trying to find when x equals 0, okay? So when you're looking at this, you might think, okay, maybe there is an x that will equal 0 when you plug it in. But when we plug all of our numbers in, so we do negative 2 squared, so 4, minus 4 times a times c, so minus 12 times 1, so minus 12, this is going to be negative 8. So negative 8 is going to be our discriminant, okay? It's our discriminant. And because our discriminant is negative, right, then we're not going to have any x values that work, right? There aren't going to be any x values, there aren't going to be any x values where this equation equals 0, okay? So if it's negative, we don't have any x values that makes it equal 0, okay? If it's positive, we have 2, right? We did that last video. We had an example where it was positive. So what about if it's what if it's equal to 0, right? Well, let's pretend this is 0, okay? You would have minus b plus or minus the square root of 0 divided by 2a, okay? And that's just equal to minus b divided by 2a. There is no plus or minus. So you would only have one solution. So basically what this says is the discriminant determines how many different x values will be solutions to this equation. So if it's negative, you aren't going to have any x values that work for the equation. If it's 0, you're only going to have 1. And if it's positive, you'll have 2. So that's why we call it the discriminant, because it determines how many different x values work for your equation. And so it's a big part of the formula, obviously, because if it's negative, then you know that that equation doesn't work, right? And if it's 0, again, it's just going to be 1. If it's positive, there are going to be 2 solutions. Thank you.